Hello, welcome back everybody. I'm naming this the House of Nerdy, and today we're going to get into the new Venom potentially being delayed into January, and the possibility of Spider-Man No Way Home also being delayed. Now getting into it, there was a new article by Vulture that came out saying that Venom is most likely going to be delayed into January, but there is nothing about Spider-Man No Way Home being delayed. There was no information about it. So people just took that as a sign that, well, Sony's delaying Venom, so it makes sense that they would delay Spider-Man No Way Home because it's a bigger movie. And if they're going to delay Venom, then why not delay Spider-Man? And I get that and understand that. But where I'm coming from, and Josh made a good point in the Nerds, since Spider-Man is a bigger movie and they didn't delay it yet, or haven't come out and delayed it yet, and they just dropped the trailer and a lot of information, I think they could stick to that. And since the draw for Spider-Man No Way Home, I mean, the friggin' trailer just beat Endgame by like 70 million. It's ridiculous. So like the hype is real for Spider-Man, and they're thinking, well, at the end of this year things might be a little smoother than like September or October, you know what I mean? So people come out for that type of film, but Venom, it doesn't have that type of draw, so we need to push that back to like give it more of a chance. But Spider-Man, it's like it can get to $1 billion just off like rumors alone, you know what I mean? They don't even have to show Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, but if they do show him later in the trailer marketing, then yeah, for sure that movie's a guaranteed $1 billion. Everybody's gonna go see that. Everybody loves those Spider-Man movies. A lot of people love Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then there's a lot of fans for Andrew Garfield too. I like all three of the Spider-Man. This movie was like 20 years in the making, so there's a lot of fan hype and fan want for, you know what I'm saying? The little teaser, like the little Green Goblin teaser, Electro teaser, Sandman teaser, the Lizard teaser, the friggin' Hello Peter at the end of the trailer with Doc Ock. All of that is like excitement that's been building up for this movie and seeing this on the big screen. And if that's the only way people can see it, then that's the way people are going to go see it. Now what this means for Venom is that it just has a better, it might get delayed further. It probably will get delayed further. And the reason for that is it's not as hype as friggin' Spider-Verse IRL. It's not that. It's really Venom vs. Carnage. There's no Spider-Man tease that we've seen. Like, nobody knows more than Venom vs. Carnage. And that's cool for like comic book fans and like people who like the first Venom movie. But a lot of normies don't care. And that movie, and if people are like, and with how the pandemic and how the world is right now, a lot of people can't go see the Venom. You know what I mean? And we don't know if it's going to get better or worse. So Sony's just holding it back, probably just playing their cards safe with that movie because it has less chance to succeed during a pandemic than Spider-Man. Now, there is a very real possibility Spider-Man could be delayed, and they're waiting on that. You know what I mean? Because if it does get worse and this Delta variant does continue to spread, and you know, we just like people can't go see the movie because people like things are shutting down and locking down again, then we will probably see Spider-Man No Way Home delayed in 2022, maybe past, and like maybe like Marvel will have to like delay Doctor Strange further and maybe push up Thor: Love and Thunder if they can, stuff like that. Like they might have to move stuff like Eternals, they might have to push that back. They might have to push Shang-Chi back, but I don't know if they will. Like, we have to see how it goes. They might put Eternals on again Disney Plus, like streaming same day and same release. Because if Shang-Chi doesn't perform well, because Shang-Chi could not perform that well in the box office. I mean, it's tracking lower than Black Widow made, and Black Widow did abysmal in the box office when you just factor in box office, not the streaming. And those movies don't have streaming, and maybe that boosts the box office, but I mean, I don't see it making more than 500 million. And I think that's what Black Widow made. If it doesn't make that, if it makes like 300 million, which is, I think it's like tracking that, then Eternals is definitely probably going to get same day, same release or delayed. Because I don't think it's going to get better before Eternals comes out or by the time Eternals comes out. Since Spider-Man takes place in the MCU likes to keep their things in a nice little timeline. They can move some things around probably, but they probably need Spider-Man then Doctor Strange to happen like one after the other because of the big ties Doctor Strange has in this movie. And Hawkeye is rumored to be heavily connected into this movie. That's how we're supposed to get Kingpin in that series. He's rumored in there. So he's supposed to come through the multiverse like the villains in Spider-Man No Way Home. And if it's all connected and Marvel like has it like in a clean, like things might get pushed back. I don't think the Hawkeye series will get pushed back. So I think that like that's a big reason why Sony probably hasn't delayed Spider-Man No Way Home as well. Is because Disney has more money and more stake in this movie than other movies. They have put more of their money into it. You know, they worked the deal out last year, the big fallout they had with Sony. They reworked it. Disney/Marvel is paying more money for this Sony movie, but they're going to take more back from it because it's probably going to be the biggest one ever. That's why they're going probably super crazy with it. So that would lend me to believe that they have more of a say in how this movie is going to be put out. And I don't think they can push Sony to same day, same release, because Sony's been starkly against that. They want this movie in the theaters. They want their movies to be shown in the theaters. But Disney/Marvel is very powerful and they have a big stake in this. It's not like they could just mess up the whole MCU timeline because Sony wants to push the movie back. If it's so drastic and so bad, I can see Marvel and Disney saying, okay, let's push it back. But if there's a chance, like if it's how it is now, they'll put it out because movies can make money. Like Fast Furious made money earlier this year, but if the Delta variant gets worse and the lockdowns and the pandemic continues to get more like worse and reverts back to what it was last year, then we can see Spider-Man No Way Home and other movies in Disney get pushed back because of timeline and because of continuity reasons. If you agree or disagree, leave your opinions down below. Peace out.